first job was at a comic book store, and that's what started this whole problem. Some of it's worth money, some of it's just worth a lot to me. I think everything will be worth something to the right person. Started buying some records. No matter how much time goes on, you pick one of those up and it's got that weight to it, and it just feels important. DK and I have the same kind of crossover. He's got a lot of music stuff. He especially loves Kiss.
This is Kiss, each sold separately.
I don't know, it's just like the best band in the world. So like Kiss totally rules. When you're a kid, you're getting introduced to rock and roll for the first time. You see these like larger than life characters with the makeup, smashing guitars. I've got this chunk here that's signed by Paul Stanley. Pez dispensers. Snow globe is actually like low key one of my favorite items. Cup that Gene Simmons drinks the blood from before he spits blood on stage. The more stuff you get, the more you become obsessed with getting stuff. I love things that are worth lots of money, but I also love things that are important to me and mean a lot to me. And that to me is the essence of collecting. I'm super stoked to be working with Blaine, traveling around, being a huge nerd. We're gonna go out to the biggest music collectors in the world. We're gonna look through their massive collections and sift through it to find that one special item in each collection that has historical significance that we're looking for.
These crazy stories, these awesome tours, these larger-than-life personalities. We're gonna basically build the ultimate vault of metal, pillaging precious artifacts and really stopping at nothing to convince collectors that we should be the ones to possess these one-of-a-kind treasures. You know, sleeved items.
This is the uncut version of it.
Boy.
Hands down the coolest piece of Metallica vinyl I've ever seen in my life. We're gonna bring it back with us. We're gonna preserve it properly so it's there for generations to come. Well, we're bad knockers.
Hey guys.
Martin, what's going on, dude?
Nothing much. Come on in.
My name's Martin Popoff. Started as, I guess, a regular rock journalist, but now I have 80 books on heavy metal, hard rock and heavy metal. I've got this office here full of rock memorabilia that I come to every day and write heavy metal books. Welcome to the collection.
Wow, where does it start?
See, well, it kind of starts in the bathroom, I suppose.
Wow, I've never been invited into someone's bathroom right off the bat. Okay.
You know, you're gonna see a lot of like framed up LP covers. I like putting in passes and CD sleeves. And this here is the only record award with my name on it because I ended up writing liner notes for The Beast of Dio. Up here we've got the Iggy Pop Brick by Brick and the Van Halen Pound Cake.
And I don't think I've ever wanted to spend more time in a bathroom than I do right now. That's so cool. I would love to have that.
Here you guys are looking to find one cool thing to add to this preservation of heavy metal culture situation, right?
Yeah, it seems like finding one thing might be a little bit difficult.
Golden needle in a golden haystack.
You know, I need a lot of reference books to do what I do, so I've got a lot of books. 18,000 CDs, 3,200 signed items, about 6,000 vinyl, down from 11,000. I do have a lot of autographed items all over the walls, and I get them signed when I'm meeting these bands in interviews. Just buying all the things you need to do to be a crazy heavy metal book writing kind of guy. Daniel, I hear you're a Kiss fan. This is kind of cool.
Oh, man.
Dude! It's got all the members signed. Now, this isn't the first issue that had the blood in the ink, though. This is the follow-up to that. This is awesome. You see all sorts of great band merch and different ways to brand themselves, but I think that Van Halen might have known exactly what their target audience was.
So this is kind of cool. When Slayer put out God Hates Us All, you know, there were all these delays going on and they're switching labels. Comically, we ended up getting sent all these different advances of it. And oh, it's coming, it's going to be out here. So here's one that says June 13th, 01. This one here's on Columbia. I think one of these says July. Then you've got this one here that's on Universal. It's still not out. So finally, when it comes out, they had this sort of promo ticket made up, and September 11th, 2001 is when Slayer God Hates Us All came out, which is crazy, right?
That is pretty wild.
Section 666, row F.
Record awards are very, very cool.
Oh wow, Quiet Riot.
It's a Blue Oyster Cult in the corner over there.
Ooh. What's the temptation to play one?
It would be kind of cool to try.
I only play platinum records in this household. So you've got a Razor's Edge with a VIP pass and some signatures on it. What's the story behind that one?
So they had this big concert that Molson rocks, Toronto rocks, SARS stock is the,
Oh,
is, you know,
yes, yeah.
it was just a really cool event. The weather was perfect. They had a lot of cool bands, but you know, as you get to the end, it was Rush playing their only festival gig ever, followed by AC/DC just as the sun was coming down. I got to interview Malcolm in the hotel the next day.
I think this meets both DK and myself's criteria across the board, so if you will allow us, we would love to have this be inducted into the collection.
It's a cool piece of heavy metal history. I'd be honored. I love what Daniel and Blaine are doing with trying to gather up a lot of cool rock collectibles and turn into a museum. I think it's just a great idea. It's been talked about for years with a lot of industry people. No one's ever done it.
So, Martin Popoff's, that's quite the library, eh?
What do you mean, the 18,000 CDs and 11,000 LPs he has in that condo?
You wonder if the downstairs neighbors are like, why are there cracks appearing in our ceiling? What's going on up there?
I think to see that many passes in one place is pretty cool. It definitely seals the deal on realizing that Martin is someone who knows tons of people in bands and in productions.
Yeah, good balance of passes he got for a book, for stuff that he wasn't at, but then, you know, he's got his lanyard collection with his name all over it to wave as a talisman and anyone questioning any sort of credibility.
Kind of like a certificate of authenticity for a lot of these autographs.
Yeah.
2 items we found the most interesting. Definitely that Slayer piece was incredible.
Yeah.
September 11th, 2001 release date, all the controversy behind release date getting switched, labels getting switched, just a very obscure story and weird date for that all to take place on.
For sure. But I think, you know, we went with the AC/DC. I feel pretty good about that. You know, it's got that cool story with it. The whole concert that was kind of to help Toronto out.
It's a very legendary concert. The Stones played, AC/DC played,
Yeah.
Rush played. Come on, a landmark moment in music history. It was a great pick. I didn't want to tell you this while we were at Martin's, but on our way out, I kind of made a deal with him and snagged something for us. 1978 Kiss Marvel Comics, issue 2, autographed by the whole band. This piece just made so much sense to me. Your love for comics, my love for Kiss. Seems like the right way to kickstart this collection together.
For sure. Again, Kiss, AC/DC, where would most of our heroes be without these bands to inspire them? So to break ground for our inaugural inductions into our Preservation Society, I first humbly submit this collection of fantastic AC/DC items.
And I humbly submit this fully signed Kiss 1978 comic book. I think we're off to a great start.
Let's do it.